Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. Today I will present you the player ratings of the Real Madrid vs Alaves match. Real secured 3 points against Alaves courtesy of goals from Benzema and Asensio. It was Real Madrid, the best team since resumption of football versus a team which is on a very poor run of results. As you can see, Alaves have been hammered by Celta, ended up on the losing end against Osasuna, Atletico, Granada, Valladolid and of course, Real beat them 2-0 as well. So coming into the fixture, they really needed a few points to stop sinking into the relegation zone. And as you see here, they are running into hot waters and now they are in a very precarious position. But coming to Real, it was another dominant display by Madrid. Apart from the first chance for Alaves early in the match that hit the crossbar and was subsequently cleared by Varane, Real were very comfortable. Our defenders occupied good positions and when they were caught out as well, they recovered quickly to eliminate any form of danger. Overall, Real were good with around 70% of possession, 18 shots taken out of which 8 were on target. Now coming to the player ratings. At goal, as usual, we had our solid wall Thibaut Courtois. He was dependable as always. He made a few good saves, which include the save from Burke, who had made a penetrative run on the right flank in the initial stages of the game, and a save from Joselu around the hour mark. Apart from a few moments that he was called upon, he didn't really have much to do. Another clean sheet for the Belgian, and he deserves the Zamora trophy at the end of the season. So he gets a rating of 7.5. Coming to the defense, as we know, due to lack of options and Zidane's disposal, he had to go in with the makeshift defense of Vasquez at right back, Mendy on the left, along with the centre-back pairing of Varane and Militao. Vasquez was filling up for Dani Carvajal, as we currently do not have any replacement for Carvajal in the position. And yes, Vasquez has played in that position before, but he looked far from comfortable playing out of his usual position. He got forward well on a few occasions, but just the final ball was lacking precision. He made a poor cross in the first half. In the second half as well, he didn't really assert himself from the position. But definitely we can cut him some slack considering he was played out of position. So Vasquez gets a 6.5. Coming to Varane, he was coming back from an injury and had the responsibility of marshalling the troops at the back, and he did reasonably well leading the defense. He had a very critical intervention when he cleared the ball off the line in the 4th minute and ended the game with the captain's armband. So Varane gets a rating of 7.5. Militao was good enough in this match. Coming in for Ramos, he started off strong but was sometimes caught out of position. He won 2 aerial duels. A superbly timed challenge denied Lucas Perez early on, but he was troubled by Burke late in the first half. Thus, he gets a rating of 7. Mendy on the left was making some good runs in attack. Of course, one of them led to the penalty as a result of a very poor challenge of Navarro. Mendy was good offensively and defensively he was solid as well. He and Rodrigo teamed up well on the left flank and created all sorts of problems to the Alaves defense. He was the most influential defender of the team. Now that Marcelo is out for the rest of the campaign, it was pleasing to see Mendy play the way he did as he produced a man of the match performance. Mendy has a good engine and he is getting better and better. Hence he gets a rating of 8.5. In the midfield, we had the season trio of Casemiro, Kroos and Modric. Casemiro had another usual display, helped out in defense, wasn't at his best creatively, but again, was solid in front of the defense. He won 2 aerial duels and had a pass completion rate of around 90%, and hence he gets a rating of 7.5. Luka Modric had another good display. At the age of 34, he continues to put up great performances. He is aging like fine wine. He completed those dribbles and crosses and it was a tireless performance from him in the midfield. He is ending the season in a really impressive way. He had 3 shots and 4 dribbles, helped out in defense and made 2 tackles as well. He was our best player in the midfield. He is playing like a young Modric. He was taken off with 20 minutes to go. Good work from the midfield maestro, and for his performance, he gets a solid 8. Toni Kroos had another consistent showing which I sometimes feel is underrated. He was back in the team after being rested in the match against Athletic. He almost scored a similar goal to the one he scored against Eibar, only this time it went on to hit the roof of the net. It was a standard game by the German with 96% pass completion, 3 shots completed, 2 dribbles and made 2 successful tackles, and therefore he gets a rating of 7.5. Up front, the trio of Benzema, Rodrigo and Asensio was fielded by Zidane. It was Asensio's second start returning from injury, and he got his second goal of the season in the second half. He had a rather quiet first half, but in the second half he was much more dangerous. Linked up with Benzema for Real's second goal. Good to see him getting more minutes on the pitch, and he gets a rating of 7.5. Rodrigo came up with one of his best performances on the left flank. He was electric at times, and Alaves' defense at times just weren't able to cope up with him. He was the one responsible for the second goal, splitting open the Alaves defense to pass the ball in the path of Benzema. That was a good performance from the 19-year-old. He is not as flashy as Vinicius, but seems like he provides more end product. Love both the players. If they continue to have such high numbers, the future looks very exciting. Rodrigo finishes with 2 shots, 6 dribbles, but unfortunately he was not able to score, and thus he gets a rating of 8. Benzema showcased another fine display. He was involved in both of Real Madrid's goals. He took the penalty, taking responsibility in the absence of Ramos, and he did what was required to be done. In the second half as well, for the second goal, when he had made a run to Rodrigo's pass, he could have easily gone for glory and got his goal, but he went for the more better and unselfish option and provided the assist for Asensio's goal. Benzema now has 18 goals in La Liga. He took 4 shots against Alaves, another super showing from the Frenchman, and he gets a rating of 8.5. Vinicius, who came on as a substitute in the second half, was not able to create much of an impact in the limited time that he had. He made a few runs and almost got in behind in added time, but he was flagged offside. He gets a rating of 6. Valverde came in for Modric in the second half and kept possession of the ball well, but again the kind of performances that Valverde was putting up before lockdown have not come since football has returned. He has faded a little at the end of this campaign. He gets a 6 too. Isco came on along with Hazard in the final few minutes of the game. He just had 10 minutes, which is a very short time to do much, but still he was involved in the game well, was involved in several long spells of possession that Madrid used to see out the game. He got 23 touches, 2 shots, 2 dribbles and 15 passes in a short span of time. Tested Roberto with a fine curling effort. He was active and gets a rating of 6.5. Hazard also was involved in the final moments of the game. He was coming back from injury and gets a meager 10 touches. He gets a 6. Great to see him back on the pitch. Love to see more. So that, guys, is how the players have been rated for their performance against Alaves. Hope you liked the video. Let me know what you thought about the performances of our players. Who pleased you the most with their display? Who impressed you the most? Let me know. I would be glad to know your thoughts. If you liked my video, continue tuning into my channel for more such videos. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You will hear from me very soon, as I will provide the news update and match preview for the upcoming fixture. Till then, take care and Hala Madrid.